Hello, I'm Chana Messer, Adobe Certified Instructor, and in this video I would like to show you my workflow with smart objects, layer mask, and vector shapes. We are going to create a grunge rubber stamp effect using these features. If you would like to follow me, you can download the project asset as well as the step-by-step PDF. You will find a folder with training asset and the final project as well, and you can download it to your working folder. So let's get started. From the file menu bar, I'm going to open, finding the shortcut for the training assets, clicking on grunge type assets, click on landscape.psd and open. I'm going to zoom in, holding down the command or control key and plus sign to see the image a little bit better. This is an image I took downtown LA a few years ago, and I liked it for this project because I'm looking for textures and transitions of colors. You can open any other file and follow me as well. Now I would like to create a black and white effect, kind of like woodcut. So in this case, I want it to be completely non-destructive in case I want to go back and forth and change the look of the image. From the layers panel, I'm going all the way down and I'm clicking on the adjustment layer icon. This is the icon that looks for me like a black and white cookie. And if you lived in New York for a while, you can see black and white cookies that you can find in any deli. I'm going to click here on the icon and you can see the adjustment layers. You can also go to layer, adjustment layer, and see the adjustment layer here, and also go to your adjustment panel and find the adjustment here, and you can see them here with icons, and if you hover over each icon you can see the adjustment of your choice. I'm going to go to the adjustment layer icon again in the layers panel and choose threshold. You can see that it is black and white, almost like a woodcut effect that I was looking for. And immediately you can see in the properties panel the threshold levels. If I go all the way to the right, it's going to be completely white. If I go all the way to or actually, if we go all the way to the left, it's going to be completely white. And if we go all the way to the right, it's going to be completely black. I'm going to find a sweet spot in the middle, something like in between 115 and 120. You can choose anything that you want. And this is the look of the black and white woodcut I have now. I also would like to make from it a smart object that later on I can do all kind of effects using the smart objects. For that, I'm going to target the background layer, hold down the shift key and click on the adjustment layer, go to the layer menu bar, go to smart object, create or convert to smart object. In this case, the name is threshold. It will always take the name of the last layer you have been using. I'm going to double click and name this layer black and white. Next, we'll type the title no exit. I'm going to click on the type tool, the text tool here, or click on the letter T. Click on the screen and type no exit. In this case, I chose ITC Franklin Gothic Heavy. That's what I had in my library as a heavy, boldy font. You can use any kind of boldy font from your font library. I'm going to click OK to commit, go to my Layers Move tool or click on the letter V and move the text to the center. I'm also going to click on the type tool again, double click on the color to add the swatch to my library. And here it's going to give me an option also to add it to my current cloud library. I'm going to go in and name it red number 1 and click OK and click OK. and go back to my library, and I can see I have two reds, one that I tried before, and this one is a red one. And you can see the name of my current library is Images for Fun, but I have other libraries here that I created for other projects. Next, I would like to create the frame. I will use my vector tools. I'm going to click on my rectangle tool and choose the regular rectangle. Click and drag a rectangle on the screen. Since the last time I chose and I used the rectangle, I probably used the color yellow that you see here on the screen. I would like to change it now to a different color. I'm going to click on the fill color on the control, and I'm going to find the red that I added to my library. And I'm going to click here, and I have the red rectangle over here. You also can see what it's selected. In my properties panel, I can see the properties for this rectangle. I would like to make it a round rectangle. In this case, I'm going to link all the corners, click on one of the corners, and watch my screen to create a rounded rectangle. I made it 18 pixels, which is fine with me at the moment. Next, I would like to create the frame. I need to add another rectangle and kind of punch a hole inside. For that, I'm going to go to my control again, click on the rectangle tool or icon, and here it can tell me I can use a new layer, I can combine shapes, subtract, intersect, and exclude overlapping shapes. I would like to exclude overlapping shape, not a new layer. I'm going to click and watch the symbol that I have next to my cursor. It's a circle and an X inside. That tells me that I am punching a hole inside my rectangle. I'm going to click and drag a rectangle. I have a frame. This is great. I want to have the same specs or properties for the inside frame, so I'm going to go in and change that to 18 radius, and I can see that I have a frame here with rounded rectangle. Now I'm going to move and adjust the frame. For that, I'm going to go to my path selection tool, deselect one time on the screen, and then select one frame, hold on the shift key and select the other frame, and all the way up in the control I can see my align tools, and I can go in and align them vertical center. I can align it center to center, or I can just move it around and play with it the way I want. I can also go to edit menu bar and go to define custom shape and name that frame. Now I'm going to adjust the frame and the text together. I'm going to click on the layers panel again. I have rectangle 1 here. I might call it, double click on it and call it frame. Target the type layer that says no exit. Hold on the shift key. Go to layers menu bar, smart object, convert to smart object. I want to go in and rotate the frame and the text together. So I can go to the edit menu bar and free transform, or command or control T, click outside the frame and rotate it, and then click OK to commit the transformation. Next, I'm going to turn off the black and white layer. I'm going to click on the visibility button on the black and white layer. Go to the layers panel and add a new layer below the black and white layer. I'm going to target the black and white layer, hold on the command or control key, and add a new layer from the add layer symbol. When you hold on the command or control key, the layer goes directly below the targeted layer. I'm going to go to my edit menu bar, fill, get the dialog box that's telling me what to fill this layer with. In my content, I can see foreground, background, color, pattern, history. I can choose any of that. But I know my foreground is light yellow and this is the color I want to fill it with. So I am going to click OK. And I have a layer that filled with yellow. I'm going to double click on layer 1 and call it background. And turn off the background. Next, I'm going to target my frame. I'm going to create a layer mask. I'm going to my add layer mask symbol on my layers panel. I can also go to layer mask reveal all from the menu bar, but I like to use it from the layer mask symbol on the layers panel. So I'm going to click and create a layer mask. Now I'm going to go, I want to fill the layer mask with the black and white image that I created. So I'm going to turn off this layer, click on the black and white layer, turn it on. Go to select all in the menu bar, Command or Control A. To select the entire image, go to Edit and Copy, Command C or Control C. Turn off the layer, Command D or Control D to deselect. Click on the frame. Now I would like to paste the image, the black and white image, inside the layer mask. In order to do that, you need to reveal the layer mask. Because if you're just going to paste, let's say going to do edit and paste, you're going to get another layer. And this is not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to go edit and undo paste. I'm going to target the frame layer, hold down the Option or Alt key, click on the layer mask to reveal it. And now I'm going to do edit and paste. And here it is. I do have the image from the black and white layer inside my layer mask. I'm going to select, deselect, Control D or Command D, and I am going to turn on the background layer. And look what I get. I get kind of like a grunge effect here, showing me no exit on a frame. If I don't like the result, since I use smart objects, I can go back and change my effect. I'm going now to change the effect a little bit. The first things I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the frame layer. I'm going to click on the black and white layer, double click on the smart object, a new frame is open, and you can see here it's called Threshold 1 PSB. And here I have my threshold, and I can really change the way the threshold is. If I wanted to have more black, I can move it to the side, to the right side, more white. I'm going to pull it to the side and I'm going to make it like maybe 90. And I'm going to save Command S or Control S to commit and jump right away to Landscape PSD. And I can see the result right away here. I'm going to go to Select All, Command or Control A to select it again, and Edit and Copy, Command C or Control C to copy it again, deselect, Command D or Control D, turn it off, click on my frame layer, hold down the Option or Alt key to see the layer mask, and paste the new image, edit and paste. And you can see the new image has a lot more white. I'm going to click on my layer and you can see that I have no result. It's a little clearer. I can see no exit and it looks a lot better. The same way I can actually go to my smart object, double click of the frame. I can see it says no exit here. Basically, I can go to the type tool and eliminate the no and click OK and Command S or Control S to commit. go back to my frame, and I have the result. So here you have it. That's how you can do grunge rubber stamp title using layer masking, smart filters, smart objects, image in a layer mask.